Hello and happy Monday, everyone. Well, we're going to have a beautiful week ahead, but Hutch is here to give you Hutch's heads up on some, significant weather heading our way. Details are coming up right now. But first, a quick message and a quick tip of the hat from Robert Gibb and Sons to first responders with up to $400 off the installation of a new system. Please call Robert Gibb and Sons today for details and let them know that Hutch sent you. All right, let's take a look at what we have going on across the region today. We have quiet weather, a lot of sunshine, and there is no snowfall potential, thus the Blake map for today. But that could change as we go through. But first, we have our first legitimate shot at some 70-degree weather. I said 70, not 17, because 17 would be more ordinary for what we've been typically used to experiencing here lately. So for today, actual low temperatures this morning as recorded by my friends at the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network. Teens up in the Minot area, 15 to start your day there. Prairie, 17 degrees in the Devil's Lake Basin. Some teens as well for Mavie, also all the way up into Roseau County, mid-teens for you. Now, Cass and Clay County saw our fair share of teens out there. We managed to be at 20 degrees here in Fargo, and some teens out there where we continue to melt some of the deep snow in northern Becker County with mid-teens there at 15 and 16 degrees up north. Now, temperatures today have not been too balmy. That wind is a little on the cool side. Where you see the white lines, that's the freezing line. So below freezing in northern and eastern parts of North Dakota. Below freezing where we melt snow in the James River Valley, and below freezing out across where there's deep snow in that track from Richland County through Clay County and on into Becker and Monoman counties as well. What does that snowfall look like today? The snow is getting eaten away. Whoops, not this one. Let's take a look at the satellite view of those clouds up there from space. So here is a look again at the visible satellite. The moving fast white stream you saw there is a narrow band of clouds that went through this morning. Otherwise, snow up there in parts of Saskatchewan, Winnipeg. Then you go down here to eastern North Dakota, northeast South Dakota, and west central Minnesota, all the way through Lakes Country, where we still see a fair amount of icy snow. By the way, ice on the lakes causes this white appearance to our lake surfaces. Lake surface, Lake Sakakawea, white. Oahe, not so white, as the ice is definitely breaking up from south to north heading through our day. Now, let's take a look at what we have going on with regards to our forecast and current conditions across the area for today. Here's your now temperatures across the region, and it's a little less than balmy out there where we have the pink sets of cool temperatures. Again, the coolest air in pink here where we have the bands of snow that has accumulated. 34 degrees Jamestown, 30 Devil's Lake, 36 for Grand Forks, 34 Park Rapids, and that's what's going on right now. As we take a look at the radar, we're very quiet in our neck of the woods, and as we take a look at the national picture, here you go. We do have scattered showers of very heavy rain continuing in the southeast. It has finally moved out. A lot of flooding has gone on down there in parts of Arkansas through Memphis, Tennessee, western parts of Kentucky, and into the boot heel of Missouri. Now, let's take a look at your forecast. The highlight is this, and thanks, Leora, for watching. Thanks for watching, Nathan. Good to have you on board as well. All of you watching live on my YouTube channel, hello to you. 7 days of absolutely stunning weather during the work week. Now, we have a little hiccup coming through, so we got some yeehaw weather for Tuesday as we're going to crack back into the 50s here in Fargo, 57 on Wednesday as we really warm things up, and it's going to feel nicer. Now, there will be a spotty shower in our northern counties on Wednesday in the morning. Because you're cooler up there, maybe a chance for some flakes as we go into your Thursday morning. But otherwise, it looks very nice, very toasty as we go through the late week as well. Sunocalypse on Friday as we head into the 60s. And Hutch's hunch is that first 70-degree weather for Fargo hits as we head into your day on Saturday. Behind my big melon here is some serious business to talk about. I don't like focusing on the negatives. I like letting you know before it happens. We're going to take a quick look at what's coming. Sunday, increasing clouds, rain, maybe thunder, and some nighttime snow accumulating into your Monday. When I have it red and highlighted, we could have areas of wind and snow. Not everybody. It could be heavy in places. Not everybody. And it could impact travel, but not for, you guessed it, everybody. Here's one version of the forecast model. Are you ready? Let's take a look at the view first of all from that good old-fashioned American model. Let's get going right here with some model guidance, and this is what it looks like. And if you do have a question, let me know. Joanne, thank you for watching from Bemidji out there. Appreciate you as well. Cindy watching as well. Thank you so very much. Good to see you. Now, let's take a look at what we got here. First of all, pointing out the state lines. Hopefully you can see them okay, but we got the Dakotas here, and this is valid on the 13th. And the 13th is the basic Sunday forecast. Showers and heavy rain will be making its way through. Because of the timing of the system, heading into the afternoon hours, I would not be surprised if we get some of our first thunder showers and thunderstorms in the area as well. Warm weather with spotty showers and storms into Minnesota. Again, this is on the 13th, lucky Sunday. Look what's going on in Estevan, Regina, all the way back into the, well, the big high country there of eastern Montana and central Montana. That's the Glasgow area. That gray, by the way, is not uncertainty. It is snow and bands of moderate to heavy snow winding through northeast Montana, and it begins transitioning late on Sunday out west. So if you're in Regina all the way out towards Winnipeg, Brandon, Manitoba, and Estevan, plan on a chance for some heavy snow. Now, where will this go? Models do not all agree yet, but an early view shows that this cold side of the system, once the low moves by us with north winds, will allow things to change over to a narrow band of snow. It'll be light over most of southern North Dakota, but do you see the dark blues here along the international border? Some accumulating snow, particularly Winnipeg and Winkler, the northern reaches of our valley here and into northern Minnesota could see some substantial snow. Look what's going on in central Minnesota. Much needed moisture, folks. Thanks for the sunshine after 10 days of rain in Indiana and that flooding down south. I'll take this versus the rain, says Cindy. I hear you. Now, let's take a look at one other model before we move on. Now, this is a regional view of the storm from the American model. I want to show you Hutch's go-to model real quickly here. That would be the European model. Now, let's take a look at what it has to say. These models are fairly good agreement on this system. They've changed the day over what I was seeing a couple of days ago from the 13th and 14th. Now, that's what it looks like. So it's moved up a little bit. Now here it comes, beginning to develop in Colorado as we go into Sunday. Rain showers and maybe some rumbles of thunder. The low lifts up north. This is, again, a look at the European model. The time on this is Sunday evening at dinner time. So showers, not really a problem until the late night hours as it begins transitioning to ice and snow on the European model. That blue, the dark blue you see there, that's pretty heavy snow. By the way, the isobar is fairly close together. There could be wind as well. So a lot of determination yet to this storm that will take place, some adjustments, but keep in mind, as we go from Sunday into Monday, we do have some unsettled weather. So here's what you need to know in your forecast. Let's get started. Thank you so very much, Carrie, for watching in Gonvick. Logan, good to have you on board from Fargo. Yeehaw weather, 50s. Here's your unsettled weather after a 70-degree Saturday, sweet, breezy 70 degrees. I cannot wait. I am making plans now. Late Sunday, after enjoying a pretty fair day with a few showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, that's when the winter weather moves in. Here's what you need to know for your night tonight. It's going to be cool again off to the east. Single digits in teens, Bemidji. And you know that Becker County area, northern part of the county there, teens again. 21 Fargo, much like tonight. 16 Grand Forks, and out to the west, we'll see temperatures in the 20s. Very light wind as we go through the overnight. You know, that wind was brisk. It was strong and cold, but wind stirs the atmosphere. So when we get that nighttime cooling, that cooling process has to cool a deeper layer of the atmosphere. It's like if you have a pot of chili and you only got an inch of chili in the bottom, with no wind, an inch of chili cools off pretty quickly if you set it outside. But if you got a whole pot that's real thick and you kind of stir it up every once in a while, it takes a long time to cool off your chili. I don't know if that made sense, but I hope it did. Here's a look at tomorrow. Take a look. Temperatures warmest out to the west, near 70 degrees in Montana. There's Baker, there's Glendive, and look at that, a 69 in Miles City. That has me happy for you folks out there in Miles City, Montana. As you take a look, though, out to the west in North Dakota, mid-50s to near 60 in Beach, 56 Williston, Minot. What? 56? Are you kidding? Nope, not kidding. Looks like temperatures will be in the 40s for the James River Valley, and we're cracking a 51-degree nut right here in Fargo. Sunset tomorrow night, 8:07. No, let's make that 8:07 p.m. as we go into the evening hour. So, snapshot review of the storm system. Sunday night, it starts as rain and a rumble of thunder. Overnight and into Monday, wind and snow, most likely along the international border. So, pay attention to the forecast as we go through the weekend, and I'll have updates right here. This could be some beneficial moisture for our area. We're talking about rainfall potential, liquid moisture potential, some of which will fall as snow. Oh, Gainesville, Texas on board. Paul, good to have you on board. Thanks for watching. Look at this. We have significant and serious drought, severe drought in parts of northeast Montana and western parts of the Dakotas. We'll take this rainfall. By the way, 0.4 to 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit more in isolated places with showers, rumbles of thunder, and very wet snow making its way along the northern tier. Elsewhere down south, a little drier with this system, but still 1/10 to a few tenths of an inch of precipitation. This particular model showing up some areas getting isolated higher amounts, which is not atypical from storms like this. And that is a weekend storm chance. It's going to make its way through. Comparing the American model on the left, showing the pink and purple here, where we got the heaviest snow. This one really dumps it out in the American model. The European model, more reserved, and it's my choice. I do believe we'll see something more close to this, but a combination of the two, with a heavier band in north central North Dakota on the way up into parts of Ontario as we go through. So keep that in mind. Woo-wee! Snow and moisture on the way. That's not a bad thing. What does this look like a little closer? Just squint. No, Hutch will take care of you. Take a look at this. 1 to 4 inches there, Devil's Lake Basin, the Northern Valley. And this is very early. This is an early Hutch's hunch. This can shift a lot, and it could be more rain than anything. There will be a chance of 6+ inches of snow right now. The best chance of that would be in southern parts of Canada. But look at this. Near Botno, we're talking like there could be a bullseye there. Not out of the question. I'll keep you posted. Prepare for some weekend nighttime snow. Sunday night into Monday. Dusty says, chilly analogy, 10 out of 10. Woo-wee! You know what? I try to find ways of describing weather so that it makes a little bit of sense and why we didn't get as cold as old Hutcherino thought. Because once in a while, I throw the dart, I roll the dice, I flip the coin, I give you my best scientific, educated estimation of our forecast, and I thought we'd be colder last night. Well, thanks to the wind, the chilly didn't cool off just as fast. Dusty, thanks for the comment. Hey, love y'all too. Debbie, thanks for watching. Bonnie, thanks for watching right now. If there's no other questions, we'll take a look on the radar here at a quick peek of what's going on across the nation. If you're watching, go ahead and tag this for folks out there so they can see on Facebook, or basically highlight this section, because here's what's going on across the nation. Pacific Northwest, showers and storms. And this is where a weather wiggle will wobble through and bring a chance for a sprinkle or two for us in the early part of the middle week. Now, showers of snow making its way through the UP of Michigan out and on into parts of upstate New York. Keep that in mind. Very heavy rain taking place out here with some very substantial rain in the Carolinas. Diving down. Let's just dive down right down here. We get down to Brunswick. We get down to Waycross here. We've got wind measured, thunderstorm wind gusts, 40 miles per hour from this backward C shape working its way through. Madison all the way up to the north. We got that Blackshear as well. Let's go back out and take a look up to the north. And this system, by the way, extends west all the way out toward the Panama City area. And you get west of that, finally things drying off just a bit west of Pensacola. So that's good news for those folks, as it's just been a soggy proposition over the last several days. Strong thunderstorms, as you see highlighted here, working their way on the general direction there of Savannah. And wind is going to be the main threat. Atlanta finally starting to see the skies break just a touch west of town. You do have drier weather in store. Myrtle Beach, you got a thunderstorm that's strong out here near Lake City, but it's moving to the north and to the east. This whole line, though, is moving eastward, and it will be impacting the beach areas as we go out to the next 24 or actually 12-hour period or less. So showers of storm go right out to Virginia Beach, Baltimore drying out, Philadelphia, you're drying out, as well as the Cleveland area seeing some rain and snow north of you out towards Toronto. So that's what's going on right now. We do have some snow showers out there north of Chicago, Green Bay, northern parts of the UP up there. Sault Ste. Marie not showing much in the way of snow now, but it's exiting your area. Marquette seeing some significant snow showers there. That is a look at your weather. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Hey, I want to share a little bit of information here on hutchesweather.com. Hutch's Weather is your one-stop shopping. Whether it's you out and about and you're on your mobile device, grab it, go to hutchesweather.com, and you can check out the latest. I'm live right now, so at the top of the page here, you get a notification that Hutch is going live. You can push it and watch it right there on hutchesweather.com, the website. Also, keep in mind, as you scroll down toward the bottom of the page, got a lot of information here for you, including my most recent videos. You can catch the latest, oftentimes with different focus. Thanks for watching again. Hey, in Cullum, it's 34, but feels nice with the sun shining. Brad, thanks for your observation there. You know, I looked out the window today, and it looked nice. And then I went out with this shirt on. Are you kidding me? It wasn't enough. That wind was a little bit raw out there as we headed into our afternoon. Hey, if you have a youngster that wants to learn more about doing the weather and you want to make a trip to Luther Family Ford here in South Fargo, well, you can sign up at Luther Family Ford, or you can click on this button here. Find the sign up button. Click there and sign up to be a Hutch's Weather Kid. You get a chance to do the weather. We learn about the computers. We learn about the green screen. We learn about cameras. You get to help me operate the computers. And not only that, you get to help Hutch doing Hutch's Weather right here on my streaming channels. I appreciate everybody who signed up so far. You kids are brave. Tell everybody you know to sign up here at hutchesweather.com. Now, you can upload your photos and videos, and also want to point out my fine sponsors down here, like Dun Blazers Painting. If you click on these sponsors, you can go right to their websites, by the way, to learn more information about the services, the professional and expert painting services that this fine company offers. Now, they are based in Lakes Country, but they have a tri-state service area. So give them a call today. Trusted experts in painting, interior or exterior. And you know it's getting to be that time of the year, and your support of Hutch's Weather's supporters and sponsors and partners goes a long way towards keeping Hutch watching the skies for you. All right, that's a look at your weather. Remember, you can always click that follow button right here on Facebook. It helps me out a great deal. Subscribe on YouTube, hutchesweather.com, anytime, anywhere for the very latest in your weather information for now. Have a great Monday evening, and we'll talk again real soon. I'll keep you up to date with our weekend weather wiggle after our 70-degree real face-slapping springtime fun later in the week as well.